business the rest of the way.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 95 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first. And got his man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good.
And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 109 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Sanders. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Hands it off out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd and 9, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now Jones. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
They are not ready for
now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bucs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. In today's NFL, you know, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears won't realize as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Sheds off the tackle, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
160 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Runs through the contact, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Throwing, Jones. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll set up to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he loses the football the second time. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and through. And that gives him a 3-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Draymond Jones. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let it go again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Now they try the right side here. And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And got his man complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. He'll drop to throw. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And this one is incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Buccaneers have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. The extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons have answered back with a 3rd-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Now the try here for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to...
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of it.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point safely through. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! From 17 yards out. And the Falcons are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The Bucs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A quick throw caught by Godwin. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Back to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And he loses the football a second time. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on fourth down, a change of possession anyway. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Falcons are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Richie Grant. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And now here's a carry heading left. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff looking right. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.